beginning of all of our videos, we always put how, there could be dangers involved with this. And we're not exempt from those dangers. We believe something has followed us home. We don't know what it is. I was working over here. We're building our house. I looked up, I saw something crazy walking through the woods. I didn't tell Jennifer what it was. Later.
Yeah, when I was out here working, I seen something moving in my peripheral vision at the left side of my eye. Then I've heard things walking, like when I would walk, it would walk and stop.
So what we're doing is an investigation on our land. So you're going to get to see a little bit of our property as we do this investigation. This first investigation is kind of impromptu. Like, it was the day Jennifer saw something and we were like, okay, we're just going out in the woods tonight. We're going to walk around and see. And we did get enough evidence for a second investigation.
Yeah.
We apologize. The sound was horrible on this. We've ordered some new microphones. So what we did is we decided we'd put ourselves on the screen and tell you a little bit of what's going on with the property. Oh yeah. So this was one of the first pictures we did.
Right, walking to the property, we stopped and took pictures, and in the pictures we're getting different things at night. During the day there's going to be different kinds of anomalies being circled, and if you want to pause it and look at it, you can. Like some of it, like one looks like a squirrel, but its face is very distorted. It doesn't really look like a squirrel, but it's supposed to be a squirrel. There's all kinds of pictures, I'm looking at it, and creatures that are coming up in the videos that we don't know what it is. So if you have any comments or any opinions on what you're seeing in any of these pictures or videos that are coming up in these next few drops, these are going to just be our home investigations. So we're out here taking a walk through the woods tonight. There have been things moving around in the woods around here. Living in a rural area in the country, it happens. Things move around in the woods, but there's been something dark, like a shadow, moving around in these woods at night and around during the daytime. Hearing the footsteps and having something come around you or circling around you, and you can hear it and you can't see it. So we're going to explore these woods.
Alright, so now it's twilight, it's almost dark, and we're kind of going through the woods right now. Again, we don't know what we're looking for. I'm trying to play it off as it's still a deer or something like that at this point. We're walking up here. But one thing you'll notice right here at the bottom of the screen, the Jetasoft is opening up. And this is that software package I told you about for iPhone only. It only works on iPhone because it uses all the cool advanced features that the iPhone has. But the first thing that I'm trying is SLS with LiDAR. It doesn't work as well in the dark, but at twilight it was working pretty good. Once it got pitch black, then the LiDAR, even the SLS, wouldn't work. You have to have full light for those. So if there's an IR or SLS, we need to get it.
What is the purpose of the SLS? Like, why would you use it?
Oh, the SLS, it maps items that look like or have points that would be a person. Like it'll grab eyes, facial features, and it'll put dots in places with line and create like a stick figure.
So that's how you showed me and then pointed to me to show how it works with the
right, yeah, and that's that arrow going over to Jen a second ago. That's just showing you that was her. That's not an anomaly. But if we had something that where we didn't actually see anyone on camera, but we had the SLS information, then we have something to investigate. Hey, and guys, if you have something on your property and you want us to come and try and help you, drop us a line in the comments or send us an email to our Paracrypt.
There's something out here with us. You can show yourself.
The woods are thick, and what I'm trying to do is stop and scan around me, but I'm also listening, and I'm also looking for game trails to see if anything bigger than a small animal is coming through the land. And if there is, they'll leave a big trail.
Is there something out here
If it's
with us?
solid.
We're going to leave off to go to the woods if you're out here with us, and you need to show yourself. I need to know what's been walking around these woods.
And it gets thick in here. It's going to take a minute at some places to get through it. But as I'm scanning really slow, if you catch something we didn't catch, please tell us.
Can you speak up and say anything? Can you talk?
The whole time we're walking, you could just
Show
feel
yourself.
a presence, but it wasn't as strong until we get over to the other side of the
Tell
property.
us why you're here. Need to know what's walking around these woods.
I keep asking it to show itself and speak up. I know something is there, I'm not quite sure what it is.
Speak up. I can see some sign. Who's going on in these woods? Talk. Show yourself. Tell us why you're here.
As it gets closer to dark, through the background of the trees, I'm asking it to show itself because I can see the shadows better. In the time, moving through the trees.
It's like never a good omen when your dog's barking when you're doing it, because I'm going to get this investigation. Now, it looks like there's a trail here cut in.
Yeah, right now our big thing is just looking for sign, trying to see what
All
might
you're
be
hearing right
there.
now is
And I'm stopping and doing
the
pictures,
dust
which you'll see
thing.
some of those pictures. And I'm always trying to make my way to the back point of our land. In the center is a huge tree. It's called the hanging tree.
This is the area.
And you're going to see me stop and video it. And stay around the tree for a couple of minutes, but I'm talking about the fact that because that tree's so old and it was here before, this community was really settled, and this road is called Lynch Lake Road. There is a lot of history there I'm not going to go into, but this big tree back here in the center point of the land was used to hang people. So the energy attached to that, attached to the land, could be dwelling.
And then after a minute,
And then you're going to see Stanley.
normally squirrels and things.
He's our stray cat. I named Stanley after Stanley on the Golden Girls. And he follows us all the way through the investigation. Getting hard. it's starting to get darker, I'm having to use the flashlight and take pictures and try to
Right.
video at the same time, so I'm stopping more. I'm looking for clear trails. I'm trying to follow the one clear trail that's running through the backside of the property. That's not our trail, and I want to know where it's going, so that's the trail I've been seeing. Whatever it is I've been seeing that's on, it's using that trail. So I'm going to follow the trail, and that's what I'm trying to do, follow the trail back and see where it comes out. It gets thick in there. What does that say? It's thicker than a hair on a dog.
Something like that, yeah.
Send
And then I come up to the hanging tree, following the trail back so it runs around my tree there. And you see me scanning it, going all the way up. And I take a minute around it, scan around it, because if it is a central focal point, I want to know what's there. And see if I felt any energy,
Right.
anything
right.
there.
Well, you know, I kind of thought that might be where it is.
Looks
And
like
then
we
I
have
come
something
onto this hole that
burrowing,
looks like
something quite large.
something's burrowing
Burrowing.
into our land, and it could be an armadillo.
That
Yeah, if you guys know what that is, or have a better idea,
something quite large.
It's pretty big. It's bigger than a mole or something like that. That's why I thought it could be a fox. Could be an armadillo, 'cause we have those here. And I found 2 of those holes on the land, so I'm guessing there's more. But that's definitely a burrow. I just don't know what type. And the only thing that's come through this property is bobcat and deer, fox, coyotes, things like that.
We have bobcats, we have fox.
yeah, if anyone has a better idea what that might be, we don't have groundhogs in Alabama. Just let us know.
We have bobcats, we have fox. We normally don't have any predators to worry about, not that many. About the biggest thing that's been reported down here in Alabama would be black bear. About the biggest thing that's been
It looks like it
reported down
quickly
here in
got dark on me in the video, and
Black bear.
now I'm really having to slow down and look to use the flashlight. That hole is a good example of why you slow down and watch where you're walking in at night in the woods, because I could break an ankle or something out here, or a leg.
Right.
And these woods get thick, and it's not level.
Hanging tree. You know, my thoughts are that it could very well be something attached to the land, considering they named this monster.
So that other tree I was looking at was just a big oak. This is the hanging
Right,
tree.
this is the hanging tree.
Yeah. Well, you guys will see it. It goes way up there. It's got a huge canopy.
We have 2 or 3 really massive oaks on the property. I think it was a homestead here or something at one time. You know, and now that it's getting darker, SLS it's not working great. You see I'm trying to pull stuff in, my distance isn't.
Oh, that's funny. So I'm standing still by the hanging tree, and I pick up an EVP on the mic, because I'm not running any kind of ghost out, and a dog started barking. And I had just talked about earlier how a dog barking in an investigation like that is an omen. And as soon as the dog barked and I'm standing still by the tree, you hear the ghost say, "It's not going to bite you." So they just talk. And sometimes the mic picks it up, and sometimes it doesn't. But it was right by the hanging tree where that EVP picked up. It's interesting.
You know, up to this point, we still haven't seen much sign. We've been out for a long time, and we're still walking. We're almost over to the old logging trail, though, and that's what Jennifer was talking about earlier. This old logging trail on the backside.
Mm-hmm.
From the backside of the property.
So then we hit our boundary line. We have to start going back for the trail we have cut in.
Come down through there.
So that trail that I was following led to the backside of our property, all the way down to the end of the boundary line, and around it, and it goes out into a field.
Something that's been using this.
And it's big. It's bigger than a small animal
Come down through
because it's well worn and you can see it. And I walk these woods all the time. I would have known that that trail was there. I just don't use that trail. I'm always walking a different way. We have a cut trail already. That's not our trail. Then it gets really dark on this. And it starts getting thicker, and we're trying to cut our way back out into the main trail right now.
Right, because the trail we're on is not one that was existing. It's a rather new trail. And what's odd was, you know, a lot of the branches that were broken off were 5 feet over her head, or, you know, 10 foot.
Yeah, because I'm just 5 foot nothing, barely. Yeah, I scan slow so you can see how thick the woods are, and when I'm doing that, we caught an orb flying across the screen. I kept noticing movement there, and I kept asking them to take pictures there and film and look that way. And then I see the orb flying across the screen, so that's what you see us capture right there and slow down for you. And it's really just a sense, and no, it wasn't a bug. We have bugs flying
Right,
around
you'll
us
see
all
that,
night.
right, there's moths flying everywhere. In that one instance, I couldn't explain it any other way than to say it was an orb.
That would be our dachshund Gracie and our cat Karen playing. They love being outside and they love the fall
Yes,
weather.
they do.
See the height on it? Normally, a small game
I'm talking
trail,
about the game trail.
a small game trail, the height on it would be maybe this tall right into the ground. That would be a game trail because small animals would go under it. When you see a trail being cut through the woods, and then you see the top of that trail being kind of higher, maybe 5 foot or tall, 4 foot over, that's something, considerably
Odd
more
sounds coming from over there.
using that game trail. And it could be deer, it could be, so we do have deer. Things will be done in shoes or someone. I don't know that. What we're not into. It is falling under walking like that.
Stanley follows the whole way.
It's just real thick and dense in here, and we're having to navigate. We're not on our property anymore. The trail it was a new trail, so we wanted to follow it, and we were on the backside of a neighbor's property.
Yeah, we were trying to navigate ourselves out of that. Yeah, you're really going to see how thick those briars and bushes are in this. And at night, it's a lot harder to navigate, I promise. Really hard. It's not about being lost. It's about trying to find the best path through, and you can't.
Oh, it was dark. You were getting frustrated there for a minute. And I understand, because I couldn't see anything.
Every time I turned around, well, you can see I'm doing nearly a 360, and there's nothing but briars and thorns and bushes.
Yeah, see that large rocks where I saw that thing the other day? It was headed right up towards it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a large rock out here.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. It's like a river that they use with the property. It's going back to this long rock. There's a long rock up there.
Oh yeah, and this is where
Oh, Stanley. Yeah, that's right.
Jay gets jump scared by Stanley.
Yeah, it's real thick through here. So I think we bumped this here a second and kind of.
You finally found a way to get through there and
Yeah.
get that Churchill.
We don't hear that often.
You lay down. I just figured he could bust a bigger trail than I could. Get to those briars first instead of me getting forward.
I know.
I could follow his clear trail. I was getting very frustrated with briars. Well, we're out. Oh, and this is my error, guys. I set the camera down, and when I looked in the lens, I could see the log, but I didn't think about my head needing to be in the shot with the camera shot. So all you see is me sitting on a log talking, but you don't see my face, and that is totally my error in judgment. And I deeply apologize.
And I can hear it walking, and I know that it's on the animal, so. And he's seen it out of the corner of his eyes. And what it does is looking around the trees in the shadows, and it's watching us. So we're just out here tonight filming, doing some video, walking through these thick dark woods, seeing if we can get a picture of it or hear it comes up on it. Are you running your SLS? And this is Stanley. Guys, he's a stray that just come up and won't go away, and I named him after Stanley and the Golden Girls.
We did hear some noises,
Because
but
he's always
nothing
showing
really
up at their door
audible,
and won't
and
go
like I said, the
away.
mic we had just sucked.
So that's why his name is Stanley.
So this is all you're
It's
seeing
just a
really
stray
is us
that
sitting
showed
there,
up
and
won't go away.
it's family, as far as real debut on the camera, I guess.
If there's something here with us, and it's been walking around watching us, can you make a noise?
He's a very loving cat. And I kept hearing noises around me. You'll see me taking pictures around me.
Did you hear that? That was over there, wasn't it? Where was that? Over here? Here? Where?
Yeah, that'll scare you, huh?
Close up at Stanley.
Actually, I was glad to have Stanley with us, though, because you know how sensitive
Can you make
cats
a
are.
noise again?
But you can't get rid of Stanley. He begged, she gave him 1 meal, and well, the rest is history.
He tries persistently to get attention. After so much fighting on my hands, I just stood up.
If you get following us around and watching us, make a noise.
Exit, state right, Ivan.
This is the trail that we have cut that goes back to the back side of the property. Just cut through the woods to get here. If something's out here with us, can you make a noise?
In the dark.
Yeah, now this is a trail that we cut.
And you can see a big difference in that and what I was cutting through in the woods. There's yeah.
Oh, stupid Karen, huh?
She was in the tree. That was our cat. The white cat, Karen. There's a lot of woods.
I mean, this definitely warrants a second investigation.
Mm-hmm.
I say we try and get that second investigation done, and hopefully we'll drop that next week.
Okay. Let's see if we can find out more what's going on. I won't answer myself.